There are many ways you can beat Minecraft. For example, you could play it normally, gathering the necessary resources to kill the Ender Dragon. You could also speedrun it, and achieve extraordinary times uploading it to a leaderboard. Or you could cheat, but you could also use a WikiHow tutorial, which is what I'll be doing right now. So, first we must stockpile supplies. This should not be too difficult, as we only require basic knowledge of the ins and outs of Minecraft. So here it says to mine ores. You'll need to find at least 5 diamonds, 64 iron, and several stacks of coal. Okay, good, cool, great, fine, yeah, yes. 7 diamonds if you want a sword, pickaxe, an enchant table, and even more if you want armor. This could take a very long time. So, of course, I first started out by mining down some trees. I crafted wooden tools, a pickaxe and axe to mine down trees and kill some sheep for early food, so I don't die from hunger. You'll see I mine down a lot of wood. This is to ensure that I don't have to go back to the surface when caving. Here you will see me brutally murdering some sheep. I traversed this river with an amazing jump cut and found some coal to mine. This is only the start of a lot of pain to come. Anyway, I crafted a stone pickaxe, getting an upgrade as it were, and mined out some of the area for some cobblestone to craft an axe and a furnace so I could smelt for later. After walking for not that long, I killed some cows for more food and quickly found a cave with skeletons in it, who for some reason have aimbot in this game. So I killed some and then used my mastery of this game and made a creeper blow up the hostile mobs so I could kill them for me. I know, I am a genius. Somehow, I found a dungeon. These are somewhat rare and can be used as XP farms. Obviously, I won't be building one as they're not a requirement in this tutorial nor for beating the game. I went to break the spawner and collected the bucket and a golden apple which I found inside, and found some iron at last, which is a big help. And more mining for coal. But don't worry, the cave extended and I found some iron. Wow. Anyway, I left the cave, collected some water for some quick escapes, and begun mining more coal. This is going to get annoying quickly. Here I just killed some pigs to collect more food. And also some sheep. And some more. Alas, I kept moving, so I could collect more coal. I crafted a smoker so I could cook some food faster. And I simply cooked some pork chops. I mined out some stone so I could get some cobblestone for a few more furnaces. I crafted some and then placed them down. I went to smelt some iron, but for some reason when I placed the coal in the second furnace, it decided just not to smelt it. I don't know why. Here I went to collect some gravel so I could craft flint and steel for faster cooking. I was lucky and managed to get flint on the first try. So I set up a bed ready to sleep so I don't die to some mobs while waiting for my iron to smelt. It would be kinda cool if you could sleep through the furnaces, so when you wake up, everything was smelted. I know, could be a fire hazard. Moving on, I went to craft an iron pickaxe, an iron axe, and a shield. I then burnt all of the items I did not need using my flint and steel, gathered my stuff, and ate some mutton. I then went on to mine one vein of coal. Needless to say, I was very upset. Some more coal, and even more, and even more, until I found a cave to mine more coal. This is getting ridiculous at this point. The cave extended further where I immediately saw more coal. I contemplated ignoring it, but thought it would be handy to have some extra on top of several stacks. I then rejected the coal forever. I nearly fell into a ravine here, which scared me, but I am a legend at this game. I landed a water bucket, killed a creeper, and then mined some more iron. I see coal all around me, but at this point, I've given up on the stuff. It just isn't worth it. Here, to get to some more iron, I performed an incredible parkour jump and immediately failed the one after. I am a parkour god. After mining a tiny bit more off camera, I was nearing a stack of iron as per the tutorial. I found a large 20-something iron vein which brought me up to 53 iron ore. The cave led to a dead end, however, so I went on to mine some diamonds, which are best found at Y level 11. As you can see, I pressed the F3 button to show my Y level and begun digging down. I almost immediately mined past a vein of diamonds. Yeah, I didn't see them when playing the game. After a while, when strip mining, I'd finally found some diamonds. I was very happy about this, and I'd been mining for a fair few minutes, so I was getting bored. However, there were only 6. This upset me as I required 7 for the tutorial, so off for some more mining. After some more strip mining, I encountered some iron, which I ignored as I already had over a stack, and also some lapis, which I knew would be useful for enchantments, as you need lapis for enchantments, and also some coal, which I chose to ignore. But diamonds, and it was a large vein too. This gave me well over the amount I required to craft a diamond pickaxe and a diamond sword, with enough left over for an enchantment table. Here I simply went to smelt all of my iron, crafted some torches as per the tutorial, and then went back to go to the surface, but not before doing this epic transition. The next step was to find a lava pool to mine obsidian for a portal and enchantment table. First, I needed string for a bow, and tried converting wool into string. You can't. I then went on to mine a tree, and shortly after I found a lava pool, which was lucky, though I did want a bow first, as that was the step before getting obsidian, so I waited for it to be night so I could get some string. Now that it's nighttime, I can collect some string. I found a village nearby and noted the coordinates of the lava pool. I headed towards the village and started killing some mobs. However, I did manage to make the mobs turn on each other. This might have been the most intense battle I've ever seen. Finally, I found a spider. I killed it and it dropped some string. For some reason, there was an invisible skeleton shooting at me. I don't know how this happened, but I simply left and rejoined the world to fix the issue. Not so invisible now, are you? I then collected some hay, so I could have more food. This is much quicker than killing animals. After this, I went to sleep, became a vegetarian by swapping all of my meat out for bread, and begun working on a nether portal by pouring water over some lava. For this, I didn't use the cool portal method as the tutorial told me to mine all the obsidian out. This took a while, but it led me to building this incredible nether portal. So, on to the next step. Okay. So I went on to build an 8x8 nether portal, and broke both my legs, misplaced the block, quickly broke the block, lit the portal, and took the screenshot for the thumbnail. Okay. Then I waited for it to be night, so I could kill some endermen for 20 ender pearls. What's wrong with this tutorial? Here I nearly died to a creeper, but I was continuing to attack the enderman, and it actually dropped an ender pearl. This was the 3rd enderman I'd killed, so I was quite relieved. But then this happened. Since I had no bed, I had to quickly run back to where the village was to re-obtain my items. It took me a while, but I eventually got there. I stopped by to get some bread as I ran out of sprint, so of course I had to eat the bread, and I soon found my items and got back in shape. After a long few nights, I finally got the pearls I needed, a creeper yet again blew up on me, and I entered the Nether, where I nearly immediately got lit on fire. This is gonna be tough. I had to make sure I had gold boots on as to not alert the piglins, and luckily I already had 3 gold from the dungeon, so this was not a huge task. I thought now would be a good time to repair my iron armor. I then went on the search for a fortress, which didn't actually take too long. However, there was a huge drop, and I knew the only way to get there was down. I couldn't make that drop without dying, so I dug through some netherrack and took the most epic fall while eating a golden apple. I went to search for the blaze spawner, but no matter what I did, I couldn't find it. So I went to kill some blazes, collected some nether wart as per the tutorial, found some diamonds in a nether fortress chest, allowing me to craft a diamond chestplate, and killed enough blazes to collect the required blaze rods. After this, I had just what I needed from the nether, so I headed back to the overworld to complete the run. It was now nighttime, and I had realised I forgot to craft a bow. Not before burning my string earlier, for sure. So I went on to kill some spiders for some string, which didn't take too long, and landed a perfect water bucket to get away from the mobs, so I could sleep. From here, I sorted out my inventory and crafted the several stacks of torches required from the tutorial, found some cane for the enchantment table, enchanted some of my items, threw an Eye of Ender, found a desert temple with a golden apple in it, which could be useful later, and jump cut, my recording crashed, but I entered the stronghold. So I placed some water on the lava in the portal, struggled to kill some silverfish, placed all the Eyes of Ender, and entered the end. Yes, I edited in that sound effect. From here, you can beat the game as you'd expect. There's no need for some fancy, intense dragon fight with royalty-free music in the background. Since there's not much going on here, I'm gonna have to ask you to subscribe to the channel. This is a threat. Anyway, I shot down all of the end towers, as the tutorial does not require you to do anything more than that. I mean, why would it? I then landed the greatest water bucket of all time. And finally, after a long battle that I will not keep in, I killed the ender dragon. With the diamond sword, of course. Like, why would I use anything else? Make sure to collect all of the XP that the dragon drops as per the tutorial, and after you jump through the portal, you will beat the game. I'm never going to do this again.